not playing this character today. I did log her in earlier to get some of her gear set up, the stuff that I've been farming on my other character. So she's at the point where I feel comfortable to actually start possibly going on the run, which means I need to coordinate with Voodoo and get that shit going. But we're not doing that tonight because I don't think Voodoo's around. But I am at the point where I really need to get off my ass because we have 3 weeks left with this event. Is it 3 weeks? No. 1, 2, yeah, 3 weeks of this event, and I don't want to waste his time. But I still have all my other loot shit to do. So we're gonna hop on Blueberry tonight and work on her stuff. I forgot where Blueberry actually was in all of this. Other than I know she's doing Ravenloft. Okay, so she's at 3 ranks. Alright, how was her loots? She's done the... and I honestly don't care about this loot. I don't care about this loot. This is the one that's on Reaper. That's the one that I'm running with Voodoo. Don't really care about this one. As you can see, I've already got the moat for it. Well, it doesn't show you that it's got the moats, but... Alright, and I'm currently working on the flight one. I do have a plan to grind out what I need for the night loot. The night requires you to be level 15. So by the time I get there, I will definitely be level 15. But right now I'm only 13. So my flight loot, the one that I'm working on, hasn't yet hit the point where I need to be level 15 to keep working on it. So far so good. Gotta stop, hacking up my lungs here. I'm not sick or anything, it's just, Alright, let me take a look at the stuff here. Let me go look on the wiki, actually. One thing I found that I'm really kind of getting tired of the event. Mainly because I'm doing quests that I like to do, but at least for the gear farm for the Reaper, the Winter Reaper character, I can only do certain quests because, again, I'm looking for certain pieces of gear, and I'm kind of tired of those quests. Not gonna lie. So, okay. The flight loot hits the requirement of needing, when I hit 799 on the loot I'm working on, which is the flight loot, so we're getting kind of close to that. Then it'll kick up to where I need to be level 10, which I'm already good for. So basically, I can keep grinding this particular loot until it hits 1600. And then we'll be okay. So there's a plan, and people have been discussing how they managed to complete their wings loot without being level 25 or higher. And what they do, and here's the short version of the plan, is you basically get to level 17, it's just the highest you could do, and just grind Grim and Barrett until your loot hits close to, but not it's like playing The Price is Right. You have to guess the price, but not exceed the price. And you have to be just shy of 1600. And then what you do is you farm for a purple moat, which is going to get you the most amount of stuff through the thing. And a purple moat will get you... pardon me. Either 100 and... A purple moat will get you either 30 on Elite or 50 on Reaper. And then you add in whatever XP bonuses, ship bonuses, all that other shit What is my XP bonus, speaking of? I got my shit buffs already. And so I'm doing 30% XP. So I feel confident that I will be hitting level 14 here in a minute. And I can immediately take level 14. Because the quests that I'm looking at doing tonight are level 11 quests. So I can do them up to level 14 before I can't do them any... That's... Well, actually, can I do them up to 15? It's base level plus 4. So I can be level 15 doing these. I'm actually running quests under level. What the hell? Druid, why are you doing it this way? Let me just double check here. Level restrictions. You must be within... Oh, you must be within 3 levels of the base level of the quest. So, a level 15 character can do a base level 12 quest. On casual, but not a base level 11 quest on elite, up to level 13. What? I don't understand that. I think, is the wiki wrong? Basically, within 3 levels of the base level of the quest. So, the base level of the second leg of Ravenloft, they're level 11 quests, so add 3 to 14. So I can take level 14 immediately, even if I'm in the middle of this quest chain. Which I'm probably going to hit it because, again, I'm almost to my 4th action point. And in the meantime, let me grab my Twitch chat so I can take a look at it. We are going to be doing a... Why am I not seeing... Okay, there I am. We are going to be doing a points giveaway tonight. Assuming we get some peeps in chat. So, if you're chilling, hanging out, you should come join the giveaways when I open it up. Tenderloins flame grilled, nice. I did not have tenderloins for supper tonight. I had... What did I have for dinner tonight? I don't forget. Alright, we are here. Let me get my thing. Let me see how many hirelings I have. You know me, I love to run with hires. Okay, there we are. Alright, we have reloaded. Let me go talk to the dudes over here. Okay, so yeah, I've done the first group. So what I did is over the holiday, I actually ran with a friend, a couple of friends, and we completed the first leg of, we ran like Death House, Windmill. We did the whole, segment here with Irina. And so, yeah, we did an invitation to dinner. They basically kicked butt in that big fight, an invitation to dinner. But they almost got me killed at the old bone grinder, so I was like, "Hey, Joseph the Mini Scarecrow! I've got one of those." Druid, you're lying. You don't have a Joseph the Mini Scarecrow. You're not telling me the truth. Let me go find him. I don't know what Joseph the Mini Scarecrow looks like, what his icon looks like, but I have him. There he is. See? Joseph the Mini Scarecrow. Oh, you can't. Well, yeah, you can. Haha. So, proof that I have a Joseph. Anywho. Let's get his chain, and our first quest is going to be Argon Boss Holt. Alright. And again, this character runs everything strictly on hard. The only quest that I've done on elite was like a couple of like level 1 or 2 quests. And I'd already used a few XP gems to get her a couple of levels. And also in the Delara's chain where you just... Speaking of the Delara chain, I'm going to run the Delara's chain. Hey, Pufford. Thank you. Speaking of the Delaire chain, this character does not have... Oh, wait a minute. I do have the voice of... Never mind. It's exactly what... I was like, I need the voice of the master. But the plan here is to get this character to level 17. So we're going to be doing the rest of Ravenloft, which will be level 15 by the time we're done with Ravenloft. And then we'll move on to Mists of Ravenloft. We'll do Mists of Ravenloft. And then we'll do Sharn up to the point where this character hits level 17. And then I'm just going to grind Grim and Barrett and cut that with Haberdasher. Grim and Barrett, get the moat, kill the moat, and I'm going to grind it on hard because this character is not really... I don't want to run it on elite. I just want to get it killed. It'll be quicker for me to do it that way. So yeah, I'll get less rewards on the moats while I'm running on hard. And then when I'm ready, when I'm just shy of 1600 on the Lute, I will then recruit somebody in the right level range who is going to be basically face tanking this, and we're going to run Grim and Barrett. We're going to farm for a purple moat. Once we get the purple moat, that person will take care of business. Right? Kill everything with the moat, get it all done. I'll just stay out of the way, out of trouble. And then do the purple moat, which will then kick my Lute into, you must be level 20 to level this some more. And then I'm going to go into Ogma's Song. And I think I will be able to do Ogma's Song on, you should do it on Reaper. I might recruit that friend to go into Ogma's Song with me, and run that on Reaper. And then we do the gold moat. Though, to be fair, Ogma's Song is not that difficult per se. But you need somebody who can clear the upper hallway into the song library to get the book. And then after that, you just go down and do the thing and use your social skills. Again, we're running on hard because, again, we're only level 13. If I were going to max this out correctly, I would be level 14, but I haven't made level 14 yet, so... We're going to hit another action point here in just a minute, though. That's refinement. Yeah. Okay. What do we got? Stop shooting things. Oh, she is a BTK amputee, having had her lower leg bitten off by a werewolf, as one does. Okay, I did not know that. Okay. Get this going. And this quest can be a little bit confusing if you don't know where you're going or you've forgotten where you're going.
The mansion looks abandoned. Yet according to what you've been told, the Order of the Silver Dragon still guards this place, bound by an oath that not even death can break.
So my job is to stay out of trouble. Let the hirelings fight everything. If there's a trap that needs to be taken care of, I take care of the trap. And break all the breakables.
Something crouched behind the barrels in this storage room. To your surprise, the figure is revealed to be a wounded dusk elf.
I was blowing up your stuff. And again, we are doing all the optionals. Okay, he doesn't cause an optional, but there we go.
A fire erupts in the dead hearth. A voice whispers, "My knights have fallen into darkness. Show them the light they have lost. Light the beacon."
Okay, one of my neighbors apparently really loves the sound of his car. He just like revved it and it sounded like a race car. And he just drove it down the road. Now here's the thing. I also know that one of the cars my neighbors have out front parked on the street looks like a piece of crap. So it's obviously one of those cars where they haven't done the body work on it yet. They got all the other crap inside ready to go. Alright. And got a really nice muffler on it, I might add. Okay, we're also looking for a tarnished key. How you doing, Monoflare? Hope you're doing better. Speaking of the devil, and it's right there. Okay, well, this is gonna be a bit off. Okay, as long as we don't open the next door, we only have to fight these dudes. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit Garen. No, don't kill my healer! Hey, is he back here? Oh, that's Rothart. Stop killing things back there. Alright. Let's do the moat. Everybody back here. Alright, Bugbear is the big deal. We also want to get down his ads as well, so let the hires fight the big boy. I will deal with the ads. There we go. And we are currently at 103. And now we are at 114, so it's gonna take a while. A large community has been spreading the... Yeah, I understand. Completely understandable. Oh, now you can do them backwards if you hold down the shift key. But it only works for the relay mirrors. It doesn't work for any of the others. Let's kill the spiders that are going to pop up so they're just already gone by the time we deal with this. I think Monoflare would like the next quest because you're going to be asking the same question that I asked the first time I did the quest. Is like, why is Galadriel telling me to go to Castle Ravenloft? Because that's exactly what happens. Alright, we actually need to go upstairs. Because we want to use our tarnished key. In the room where the tarnished key is. There's a locked door with a chest.
The door is securely locked. You'll need to find the key that opens it.
Ah, if only I found the key. Okay. Again, I'm not expecting to find anything really awesome on this character. Because again, we're running on hard. You get more, better options or chances for gear if you're running on a... If you're running on higher difficulties. But again, we're playing it safe, so we want to get through this. I'm a very big fan of the doorway defense method of fighting bad guys. Let the hirelings all be in the way. I'm here for the nope. Okay, that's the first time I've seen an item falling out of one of these that moved like that. That was kind of cool. That was pretty neat. Alright, we're not going back here. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Alrighty then. Now we need to get the other switches going on here. So I'm going to be playing some more on this character when I'm not running with Voodoo on my other winter character. The one that's at level 32. And yes, my crossbows vanish a lot, and that's a bug. Again, I can shoot through my hirelings, which is actually really funny, considering, you know, that's really not a thing in D&D, but, you know. I didn't realize that was an ambush trap. Hey, Stu, how you doing? Okay. Where was the... I'm missing a lever. I'm trying to remember where... Oh, it's the one over there.
Beyond the closed portcullis, you can see a stairway leading to the upper floor.
Actually, we don't need to fight anything here. Do you have a favorite Reaper to kill? Well, I don't do enough Reaper to know which flavor of Reaper I like best, 'cause I haven't fought any of the higher end Reapers, like the Vengeance Reapers and whatnot. Oh, yeah, the green one is... Oh, the quickest way is actually back this way. Hold on. None. So I mainly fight Fear, Famine, and Carnage Reapers. And they're all pretty dead to me. I just kill them all and get done with it. You like to kill the Carnage and the Fear ones. See, I don't really pay attention to what they're doing or what they can do to you so much as, I mean, their name obviously implies something. But I'm generally not too hip on what's going on where and why and what. I should do it this way. I'll admit to having wish I'd thought to get all of the loots on my other character, but I was like, no, I'm gonna focus this character strictly on this one thing and not the other loot. So I'm like, damn it. I shouldn't have done it that way. Okay. Now. Let us go upstairs and talk to the dudes. Talk to Vladimir. Tell him he and his buddies are idiots. Yeah, because basically when I see a Reaper, I tunnel vision on it. I just focus fire on it and kill it as quickly as possible before it can do anything to me or my people. Okay, we're gonna go all the way down the hallway. And we're gonna go talk to the guys in this room here at the end. Or we're not. We're gonna shoot the rats. Actually, I'm also gonna shoot the gargoyles because, hey, that's gonna be a thing. Well, I was hoping I would have to kill the gargoyles too. Well, they activated, so they get murderized. There we go. That's why you kill the gargoyles, because they can help with your breakable bonus.
The roof over this part of the mansion has collapsed, though it looks like you could squeeze through.
Doesn't look like the Feywild Muse has a group heal in his heroic version. He's on porch.
This room was once someone's study, though most of the books and papers have long since been looted. Above the fireplace is a vandalized painting of a silver dragon.
Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm gonna have the Highest Shrine here. How was everybody's work day today? Both my boss and my boss's boss were both out sick today. So I was supposed to have a meeting with both of them and the second tier supervisor, because we're supposed to have a weekly meeting. And, well, meeting didn't happen. So I was kind of in charge of my team for the day. And I just took care of business. We got stuff done. Okay.
A group of revenants sit attentively around the table, as if they were conducting some sort of council. One of them growls.
Why do you, the living, disturb the dead?
Oh, because they can. Okay, no traps in there. I think this is actually a dead end. Yeah. Squeeze back through here. Alright, Vladimir, you ball of sunshine.
Slumped in the throne is a gaunt, armored figure. Without looking up, it says simply,
Go away.
No, I decline.
The Revenant shakes his head.
Hargenvost's light has vanished. His beacon will never shine again. All that is left is Strahd's endless punishment, and I will destroy anyone who tries to end his torment.
The Revenant falls, once again nothing more than a lifeless corpse. On the commander's body you find a large silver key. Engraved on the key is the name Argenvost.
And here's the other way out. Alright, we're going to hit up the rare, because again, we're here for all T optionals. Ravenwolf! Everybody's coming to hang out tonight. I appreciate all y'all being here. Oh, tried to shoot the trap. Get a little closer. Any more traps? No? Alright, we want to beat up Ruby Eye. Kill the spooter, kill the spooter, kill the spooter. And kill the other spooter. And kill the third spooter. It's like, Darren, personal space, buddy, personal space. Yoink. So, for folks who only watched my, my stream on Saturday but missed my DDO stream last night, remember on Saturday I got skunked on Lute? Well, I can tell you that I did pretty decently on Lute last night on official, though in slight fairness I decided to run a greater pot elixir of discovery, which helped my named item chances by 10%, so that was helpful. Alright, we're gonna do the optional chest over here that's got traps and stuff. So we're gonna get some more XP for doing traps. Oh no, hey, spiders respawned. Or we maybe never saw that one yet. I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna do the... We're gonna do the puzzle, the mirror puzzle. And one thing I did today, while I was waiting on somebody to do something while I was on a call with them,
Tucked behind the mansion is a fog-shrouded
some of my
cemetery.
gear on
An
my
impressive
other character.
mausoleum stands in one corner.
Come on, dead people. And wraiths and walking corpses and falling corpses. I love quests where I can turn undead so much. It's so satisfying to me. Unfortunately, this character cannot turn undead. She has 5 levels of favorite soul, and that is definitely not enough to be able to turn undead.
Carved in the marble above the outer gate is the name Argynvost. You use the silver key you found on the commander, and the outer gate to Argynvost's mausoleum opens. You place Argynvost's skull inside the mausoleum, and a brilliant light fills the room.
Somewhere else.
Now, if there were only some way to direct the light to
like
the beacon atop the mansion.
Are not in the way, or maybe I should just move the dialogue boxes. All right, so now we can go open the chest in the secret room. And that's going to be a me thing as the trapper. Because it will be trapped. I still have a good pile of pieces of gear to get that character. But I have a couple of other pieces of gear that I can use for her. Wait, no trap? What the hell? This is supposed to be trapped. Or am I just misremembering? I'm probably misremembering. You know what? You know what we've got? We've got something we can melt lock. Why waste my thieves' tools when I got Druidsfire, right? Okay. Now we gotta turn the thing and redirect this light. Doesn't this light, like, kill you on Reaper or something like that? Oh, wrong way. Okay, Drossheart is the only hireling who really has any need for a shrine, so we're just gonna go and do the fight. This character will actually have a decent time doing the fight, because sometimes the harpies get stuck up in the air. Stuck up. And so, unless you have a ranged character, you can't do the fight. Or you can't do it very well. So, always have a ranged item, or a throwing item, on your character no matter what. Because you're always going to run into... In certain quests, or in certain circumstances, you're going to run into situations where you need ranged.
The sound of flapping wings comes from just beyond the closed door.
Alright, everybody, in here. All y'all in here.
Your eye is drawn to the impressive beacon that dominates the courtyard. Suddenly, taloned creatures fly out from behind it, swooping down on their prey.
Alright, and now just park everybody here while I take care of the puzzle. Alright, I generally work backwards on puzzles. That way I can make sure that all of these are out of commission. Alrighty.
The beacon flashes with a brilliant light that can be seen throughout the valley, and from somewhere a voice whispers,
I release the order from its vows.
You feel a tingle of warmth that you have never felt in Barovia before.
A tingle of hope. Alright, and now we finish the quest, talk to the dude. I am so... It's like less than a quarter of a rank to get to level. I think I want to get the level before I go into Ravenloft again. So. We're gonna do Slayers, because we only have to kill 6 things, and then we've got our 10 Slayer. This character hasn't actually done any Slayers here in Barovia, so it's gonna be some real quick XP. You know what I don't have on my character? Do I have a Slayer pot on me? I don't think I do. I do not. Not in this character. Probably should get one. Wakey wakey! Alright, 2 more and that'll get us. We'll see how that does. Oh, that did hardly anything. Oh my god. Alright, well, let's go for 25. Here's some Vargolis. In your face. Literally in your face! And I think one, or a couple of Irina's journals are up here. Or, I'm sorry, Tatiana's journal. No, this would, yeah, these would be Strahd's, actually. Those would definitely help as well with the XP. Alright, let's see if I can find it. Hello, little moat. And we'll get a moat. Hell yeah. Heck yeah! And now our loot is at 723 out of 2,000. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of grinding. Once I get to the Grim and Barret, the ability to grind that one. Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of that off stream because y'all ain't gonna want to watch that. Because the way you do the Grim and Bear thing is you go into the first corridor or the first room, kill your 10 dudes, wait for the moat, kill the moat, and then go pop out of the quest. Go run Haberdasher down, you know, around the corner, which resets your timer. And then you go back and do the first little bit of Haberdasher or Grim and Barrett again. Okay, see the sparkly bit there. Okay, that got us a bit more chunk of change.
I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft. And I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever.
That's what you get for being a possessive jackass.
It was 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate.
I know her fate. Okay, we are like really close to the ding here. So if I can find another one of those journals, then win. Then we'll ding and I can go do Raven at the door. In the meantime, though, sometimes there's a rare up this way, but we'll still just murder things as we run around the landscape. That's one thing I like about being a ranged character is you can kill a lot of things before they even get to you. Oh, I got a monster manual deed done. The downside is this character is kind of... Hey, we did it! Alright, I'm gonna recall. So I can take level 14. And feel a little bit better about going into Ravenloft again, the castle. And also, Vactor House, which can be spicy once you upset the scales of everything. Okay. Okay, tell me what my next job is. Zygmunt Korelev. Wait. Did I not turn the quest in at Argynvost? I didn't turn the quest in at hold on. Let me turn the quest in. Durr. Charisma, command, tumble. I actually do need a new piece of gear for me to wear. Chainmail, fire resistance, cold resistance, evil warding. Well, the thing is, I'm wearing a piece of fort gear, so I want something with fort in it. Well, insightful fort. Well, because I only have 73 fort right now. I need something little better. Not helpful. Oh well, I'll take the heroic deeds. Alright, I'm trying to remember where the nearest trainers are. Okay, what we'll do is we will go... There isn't like an exit straight to your guild airship. You have to go back to Blood on the Actually, I didn't have to do that. I could have gone to... elsewhere. Let me go to House J. We'll go to House J. Because there are some trainers in House J. Painted Melody. Ooh, that's an intriguing name. Howard! And let me consult my guide. I haven't looked at this build guide in like forever. And this was from his... Wasn't it Season 9 one? Was it? Why do I have the Season 9 page up twice? Seriously. I think I was building a Blightcaster off this page. Alright, let me refresh. Oh, the Dark Hunter Inquisitive. Here it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so going to take level 14. Okay, all of my classes from now on are just going to be Dark Hunter, building into my trapping skills. Okay, so Ranger Trainer it shall be. And then we'll need to get some level 14 hires up in here. Alright, where's the Ranger Trainer? Barbarian, Druid, Paladin, Favorite Soul, Cleric. Where's the Ranger Trainer? Well, I know where all the trainers are, so I'm just gonna go to where I know the trainers are. And not worry about it. Sometimes you forget where things are and you just have to worry, you know, what. By the way, the Festival Jester's leaving soonish. If you want to get your stuff from him, you might want to do that this week. Illuminati, what a wonderful guild name. Besides, I needed to talk to the hireling vendors anyway, so this works out perfectly. Alright, Ranger Trainer, where is you? Over here. Hi. Sergeant Recurve. Wonderful name. Okay. So, for level 14, we're going to take 1 point of Disable Device, because that's all we can take. Open lock, search and spot. So scroll down. Open lock, search and spot. And then we're gonna spend 2 points in UMD. And all the rest of my 6 points in balance. Because if they knock you over, they can stomp your face in. And I have only 1 action point to spend? I thought I would have gotten... No, that's right, I would have gotten 1. Alright, action points to spend in my enhancements. And if I recall correctly... our action points were... We've already spent our 8 here, and the 8 here. And then it wants 12 points in Harper Agent. And... wait. 8 here, 12 here. We got those 2. Assassin, you spend 8 points here, which we've done. And then it wants 11 points in Deepwood Stalker. I haven't put any points in Deepwood Stalker yet. Because I wanted to get all my stuff in Inquisitive. But eventually we want to build up Deepwood Stalker to get this bad boy. So maybe we should start that now. On the other hand, I do want to still work on my Inquisitive. But it doesn't look like I can get anything else from Inquisitive. That, because basically, what later? Let me take a look at Inquisitive. Ask questions first. Then we took this. Crossbow Adept. Then we got Improved Observation. We got our Improved Observation. And then it says, yeah, take this next. What later? And we can only take... We can take... Ask questions later. Or we take... Shoot later. Oh, an AoE crossbow attack? Yes, please. Actually, this is a good one. This is a good call. Because the attack can fire as many shots as your crossbow fires normally. Oh, this is going to be hot. Yeah, it's going to be hot. Because that's one thing I haven't really had is an AoE. And now I've got an AoE. Alright, let's go get our level 14 hirelings real quick. Oh, now we finally start talking to you, Crimson Anja, aka Red Sonja. She's got too much armor on for that role, but you know, okay, whatever. Okay, so our level 14 options are Tempest Lorben, Heal, DV, Death Ward Mass, Resurrection. The Death Ward Mass is actually really good and important. I don't like the fact that all he has is a basic heal and not even a group heal. Alternatively, we can go with a favorite soul at level 14, who's Skane. And he's got Heal, Raise Dead, Recitation, Greater Resto. Greater Resto is very useful, but it's only situational. So unfortunately, it looks like Tempest is going to be our best option here. And by the way, when you want to run your Grim and Barrett thing, you just run Larafay. Just run Larafay. Because she'll just Comet Fall everything and Destruction everything, and it'll be amazing. You just sit back and watch. But for now, we're going to get us some Tempest. Let me go see if I have some Tempest already. I think I probably have some in the bag. Hi, everybody hanging out here by the mailbox. What y'all up to? People are chilling out. Somebody named their character Cuisinart. Nice. I'd like to check my account, please. And I have plans if something goes wrong. And let's just say I've got plans if something goes wrong in Heroics. I should actually grab this and grab that. Apparently my caps lock is on. Grab that. Okay. Also, I'm going to grab a Slayer boost. I don't have any Slayer boosts. What? That's unfortunate. Maybe I do have any in the fripperies? Apparently I do not. Party foul. Party foul. Alright, whatever. Ba-ba-dum-ba-bum. I was working with my dimensional augments earlier today. My augments in the dimensional bag. Alright, let's go see if we have any Tempest floating around. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. You know what level 14 means? You know what level 14 means? Rana is going to join the party as well. So this means I'm going to forsake the Feywild Muse. Rana's going to take the place of my primary secondary healer. So that'll be fun. And Teal now becomes my lowest regular permo hireling. Okay, get rid of... Wait, is that a... Oh, we were right on the post here for Darren. Okay. So that's the one where I keep all of my biggies. So let's see if my Darren goes in here. He does. Good. Okay, we got 2 Tempests, so we'll get a third here in a minute. But there we go. And... And these are like all over the damn place. Line 17, 18, 9, 19, 10, 11, 17, 9, 4, 16, 3, 12, 14. Hold on. Hold on. Heal, cure serious wounds, mass. Wait a minute. Where does Bellas come from? Where did I get this guy? He's also got Comet Fall. Where can you buy Barrows? He doesn't even have a wiki page. I'm not gonna waste that. I don't know where he came from, but he sounds like he could actually be better than what's her face, because he's got 2 heals, he's got full res, and he's got Comet Fall. Weird. Always go for the bright smile and a good disposition. He's a very accomplished healer. That's very nice. Okay, let's see what we got over here. Make sure we're not doubling stuff up. Detrina is going to be my level 15 hireling healer. Okay, we're done with this. We're done with this. We're good. We'll chuck them back in there. And go out of here. I'm going to use these things real quick. There was a 100, a 300, and a 500. Alright, now let's go check and see why the game is complaining that I have unused spell slots. Surprising hardly anybody, the Phoenix Tavern is my favorite tavern, and not because you can go in there and PvP. Though I have done that. I've also done some PvP in the Wayward Lobster. Me and a friend and a mutual did mutually assured destruction. It was a lot of fun. Okay, hang on. While I'm here, I'm not looking for work. I am looking to sell things that I don't actually need. Hi, Seeker 6 double shot 3. Well, we're still doing Ravenloft, so I'm still going to use the Barovian crossbow. Go with that. Go with that. Sell all that. I should also check this bag. It's almost full. Well, halfway full. It's kind of fun. I mean, if you're just going to do like a free-for-all, you know, boffing, you know, just beat each other up session, it's fine. See, I want those wings. They named their character Cute Kitten? Aww. Speaking of cute kittens. Hi, Stormlost. She's laying behind my chair near the green screen. So I'm not going to bother her. I will be bothering her tomorrow. She's got a vet appointment for blood work. Basically you have to do some blood work with them so they can ensure that, they're not allergic to the anesthesia or anything. So, yeah. But I kind of want a Slayer. I want the Slayer thing here, but I forgot that. Let me take care of that first. Hold on. Spell slots. Okay, what do we got? Spells. Oh, I get another level 1 spell. Ooh, giving myself an extra heal would be nice. I do have jump. Hold on. Build. Where are you? I have too many tabs open, so the tabs I'm trying to read are way too small. Okay, so. Favorite soul spells, Blessed Doom, Night Shield, blah, blah, blah. Basically, I'm only going to get up to level 3 Dark Hunter spells. So, Ram's Might was the next suggestion here. Bonus to strength and damage. Okay. We'll go with it. And then we'll bring that down here. Burp. And let me check my favorite soul options. Still the same as always. Why am I not using Doom on things? Sounds like I should be dooming things. Also, why the hell am I not using my... Jesus Christ. I have all of these things and I'm not I'm just like gimping myself here tonight, kids. Oh my god. Alright, let's do this. Let's pop out another hotbar. I hate how hotbars work, because I do them backwards, apparently. I'm going to put all of my buffs on their own separate hotbar. Now that I realize I've got a whole bunch of buffs that I haven't even been using, and that's on me. Okay. That's mommy? It's on me. Alright, we're gonna put jump up there as well. I'm gonna put that up there. That doesn't last quite as long. So, we want Bless. We are going to want... I can put Doom as an actual attack, but I'm so used to just hitting left click on this character that I haven't really noticed. But yeah, I've been missing out on options for protection from Oh, I need spell components? Well, we'll get those. And Night Shield. Why? And then I'm also missing Lesser Resto. And Resist... I don't like Resist Energy. I like it, but I don't like it. I like it because it's useful. I hate that you can't do them all at once. I like just the hit one button and you get all of the things. Okay, so I need to go get some material components. I can't read what it needs, so I'll go up here and read what it needs. Divine 1. Okay, airship time. We're going to the airship and we're gonna get me. I don't know anybody right now who's getting married in the near future. I know I have a friend couple that recently got married after a fairly short engagement, to which all their friends was like, "What took you so goddamn long?" You know, I could have just bought these reagents from the dude in the marketplace, but I'm just so used to coming up here and talking to the vendors here. I would like to trade. Oh, I need some Divine Ones. Divine 1 small candles. Let me double check the spell again. Or Omnispell Dust. I have a ton of Omnispell Dust, but this shit is cheap as hell anyway. Clicky McClick. 400. Accept. Buy. Go away. Click here. Click there. And click that and lock it. One thing, Modiflayer, you would love about how DDO locks things. Look at this. You must unlock it before you can throw it out of your inventory. How many times have I fucked up my inventory or almost deleted something? On the other hand, they don't have locking their hotbars, so that kind of sucks. There's a give and take on that one. Either way, we are done with that. And where are we going next? Oh, by the way, my airship has a couple of hot tubs in it. They just put hot tubs with little tea service here. Some of the bigger ships have it. This is the best airship because one of my guildies has more DDO points and astral shards than cents. You think it is possible to lock hotbar icons? I am not aware of how that works then, obviously. Okay, actually, what are we doing next? Actually, I'm going to port back to Ravenloft. Let me get back to Ravenloft first. And then I'm going to log into the character who has some pots. You know, but see, you can lock them, but nobody remembers how. I find that hilarious. Alright, at least now I'm off the airship. Yay. Try control plus by default. Well, you know, I'm not going to worry about it because I don't click on my hotbars on this character, so I'm not going to worry about it. But I need to go find my Slayer pots, and I have a lot of Slayer pots. So we're going to go to Spare Pots, the character, and pull a stack of Slayer pots off of her. Slayer pots. Didn't I have a stack of Sovereign XP pots that I had broken in, like, made a half stack? Yeah, look at all these spare pots that I have. Pots of Lesser Resto. Where did I put all my Slayer pots? Yeah, there's none in here. Did I put them in here? Nope. No. The hell? Where are my pots? Oh, control equal sign. Got you. That's good clarity. That is actually really good clarity. Because I was thinking it was control plus. And I was like, why is the equal sign there? I love this character named Sentient Food Nom Nom Nom. Okay, let me see how many gemstone has on her, and I'll just split them in half. So it's basically toggle, wax on, wax off, wax on. Okay. Oh, you got 23 greater pots. I'm sorry, you got major slayer pots. And I've got 20 sovereign XP elixirs here. I know I have more slayer pots, and I know exactly where they are. Alright, time to go to the primary, original, the OG, cool pot holder person. This character has actually been really fun when I've been carefully leveling her up to 32. But now I'm like, maybe I should get her some Mists of Ravenloft, or maybe I should get her to level 33. But I'm also like, wait a minute, how high can I do the Grim and Barrett grind on this character? Because she needs to be able to survive Reaper. And now she's got, I should have showed you her gear. Okay, so we're gonna go to Elixirs, who used to have a different name back in the day, but she's also my prettiest. Look at this outfit. Look at this outfit she has. She's such the prettiest. She's the prettiest bank alt. Even though that outfit is like, I was made for the male gaze. Unfortunately, there are a lot of things in DDO that are made for the male gaze. I always kind of keep my mouth shut in a certain streamer's Discord, because it's not my house, not my rules, when some of his male community acts like dudes, and it's like, you guys are so tiresome. Anyhow. Because there's a GIF that somebody once made that shot, it's basically there's a piece of armor that's basically like a one-piece bathing suit, and it shows a lot of booty, and not like thong amount of booty, but somebody went and made a screenshot or a small GIF of that character dancing, so it's basically, you know, the booty wandering. I'm like, guys, take a fucking cold shower. Seriously, it's so tiresome. It's like, gentlemen, roll your tongues back in your mouth, put your eyeball, you know, up here, and it's just like, really? Okay, we have a shit ton of Slayer need. Slayer boosts. Okay, so you know what? We got 100 of these. We got 100 of those. So this is the one the other character is using. This is 150, so screw that. We'll just put that in there. What else did this other character want to? Greater Remnant base, I'm not worried about those. Actually I should grab my ranged, pots here. I've not been using my ranged pots, which are the yellow ones. You know what I should do? Doink. I do have some elixirs of Druid, how the fuck do you get 100 of these things? See also Wayfinder. I actually had like 250 when I got off of Wayfinder, and now I've got 100 and like I have this pile. These are sovereigns. I don't even know where these came from. How long do those last? Sovereign for 6 hours. Oh. I'm gonna put those in, and Sapphire is going on Sapphire's gonna go loot hunting here in a minute. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because Sapphire can run on Reaper. So I think I should use those on Sapphire and just go gear farming for like everybody. In the meantime, we've got a whole 94 stack of 15 range power. That's going to help Blueberry. We just got a whole stack of that. I don't really care about the treasure hunter boost. This is just like, okay. People sometimes get confused with these. Do not help you with your named items. These, I think they will actually help you with like Reaper boot. Like, you should run one of these if you're trying to get, like, Reaper enhancements and shit. So, you know what? We'll throw those in too. I've been storing these for like forever and ever and ever, and I need to stop storing them. But what I'm not finding are my Sovereign XP pots. I had a whole stack and I split them. And I don't know where the other half went. I mean, I should just start using all this shit. I grabbed like a whole bunch of these gold seal elixirs of, healing pots, but the fighter uses the healing pots when I'm not getting healed by my dudes. So, why the hell not? And neither of these two characters need the mnemonic shit, so the spell power. Supreme ability might be good. And for 60 minutes. I should put both of these in here and put one on each character. Yeah, let's use them. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with any of the rest of this crap. Okay, so we found some stuff that I was looking for, and some... I haven't found all of the stuff that I'm looking for, though. Okay, we're gonna go back to Gemstone long enough to split that stack of Sovereign XP boost. I thought I had already done that. Okay, how many do I have? 20. So let's make it 10. 10 each. It just makes me wonder, because I was sure that I had moved the other group somewhere else. I don't know. I'd like to see me deposits, please. But hey, since we're back on this character, let's take a look at our gear. Let's put that there as well. So I'm now currently using a Vecna War Axe. I switched out from the Pharaoh Crystal. And I still have my Tower Shield from Saltmarsh. But I have put the Eye of Donby in it. And also, because I have two... I don't have any two. And I put the Eye of Maybar and the Eye of Dolor on this character's War Axe. So, basically, the Eye of Maybar does, like... They both do evil. Like, they both make the weapon evil aligned. And one of them does, like, evil damage, and the other one does, I think, evil outsider damage or something. But it's hot. Or actually, evil outsider damage right there. Basically, one thing I dislike is that you can't see what the gems do. You can't hover over them to see what they do. Well, actually, no, it's right there. Duh, I can't read. The Eye of Maybar, because the weapon becomes evil aligned, you deal 5... Ooh, you heal 5d2 damage per strike, and when you slay an enemy, you are healed for an extra 10d2. So that could max out 10, 20. So you either can get a maximum of either 10 or 20 hit points every time you kill somebody. And then the Eye of Dolor gives the weapon Ghost Touch, and on each hit deals 10d6 evil damage. So that's pretty hot. Now, I haven't put the Sentient Gem in it yet, and I've been considering it, because I actually got 1,000 Sentient XP on a, I got 1,000 XP from a gold roll recently. And this is the shield that I'm supposed to be using. For as part of the build, but this obviously isn't an event shield, so I can't use it. And I think so many of the items in the build are using Vecna stuff that it's supposed to at least give me a 3 or 4. I think it's supposed to, if we're using the amount of pieces, it's in the build. How many pieces are in the build? In the build. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there'd be 5 items. If they're all from the same thing, they would cause the set bonus, and that would be really, really nice. And I have put gems in just about everything. The only ones that I haven't put gems in are the things that I'm not expecting to keep long term. Like, I'm expecting to farm the right item from housekeeping to get this the right item. I got this just for the proof against poison, whatever. This is for resistance, plus 11. This one I'm still keeping simply for the yellow slot so I can put a yellow augment in it. The yellow augment, Art of Sabotage, is really nice. And yes, you are required to sing the Beastie Boys when you say sabotage. It's required because it's a better reference than the horrible performance by what's-her-face in Star Trek, whatever. The last OG series, Undiscovered Country, thank you. I'm trying to remember the character's name. It's... Oh, whatever. I'm blanking. The Vulcan trader lady played by the lady from Sex and the City. I did not like her character. I also did not like what they made Spock do to her. But that's another story. This one I simply have because DB and Deathblock, and it had a colorless slot on it. So, Diamond of Festive Constitution. This is a ring from the actual build. So it's got Stunning 15, Action Boost Enhancement, Insightful Constitution, and I gave it the Sapphire of Natural Armor, which was nice because I had a belt, or I had a necklace that was giving me natural armor, so I swapped that out, and now I'm doing something else. And because I've got 2 summer pieces, I get plus 30 artifact bonus to MRR, which is nice. And then these are the boots from the build that I picked up yesterday on stream. And so, Insightful Strength plus 6, the Quality Combat Mastery, the Speed. Oh, I got zoomies on this character. And Die Hard. It is a Christmas movie, by the way. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I will fight you over that. Pardon me. And I put a Diamond of Swim on there because it's like, I don't have a ton of augments, honestly. I really don't, so. But I really need to farm up the rest of the pieces of gear, at least, a few others of them, so I can start getting that set bonus. But anywho, we did our thing. We took this and threw that over there. And we got some more of those for the other character. So let's go back to the other character, and we're going back to... we're going to go to Castle Ravenloft again. I believe that's the next one, question mark. We'll find out here in a minute. Blueberry. Oh, my dear Blueberry. Later tonight, after the stream, I'm going to hop back into Legion Remix, because Legion Remix is winding down, and so I'm trying to get my stuff done with that as quickly as possible so I can stop playing that. Just in time for the midnight pre-patch to start up. Okay, we are here. Let's go talk to the banker. Grab that. Grab one of those. Grab that. And well, no, wait. This character, no, this is not the one that needs the elixirs discovery. I do need these though, and that. You can kind of see some of the recent stuff that I picked up. I found out it's like, oh, this is going to be really, really good on my character that we were just on, and I just realized, oh, it's a level 33 item. Well, shit. So I, of course, need to just keep her leveling, but I need to reach out to Voodoo and actually start work on her winter loot to get the winter cloak. Okay. We got all of our pots, and now I'm just going to put all the pots down. Well, I'm not going to use the XP pot, but I'm going to put these down here so I remember to use them. So what I don't know about these is I don't know if they count down based on whether in public or not. So I don't want to actually use that until I'm where I need to be, but these don't count down during public use. When you're in the public. So let's grab that and grab that. Alright, let's go back to the Blue Water Inn. Wait, do we have a hireling vendor here? No, but the Blue Water Inn I believe has one, yeah. But I don't know if we can get a level 14 hire out of them. I am of the opinion that all of the hireling vendors should be able to give you access to all of the hirelings. Yeah. Well, we're only going to be here for like another hour and a half anyway, so we're not going to run down our level 14 hires. Okay, so let's go talk to Rudolph. What's next? Back to Castle Ravenloft. Let me go pull the map. We know about your little birdie. That's so damn bright. That is so damn big! That's for sure. Alright. Back to Castle Ravenloft. In the back door we go. Alright, let's summon the hires real quick before we get ambushed by nothing. It's our first time running with Rana. Rana is actually really... I honestly think she's probably the best hireling we've got. Because she stays out of trouble, she can res you can force her to res and do whatever. Alright, again, we go in on hard. Because you're not trying to be heroes here.
You have returned to Castle Ravenloft, this time uninvited. As promised, the servant's door was not sealed. A sign that Jesper the Raven made it this far, at least.
Like, all of my spells only last for like 5 minutes. Because my spell levels is just so crappy. But it's 5 minutes that I don't have to worry about those things quite as much. So I use her because of what you... Aw, see, you should use her. She is so good because she's a ranged healer. So she can just stand back and just, you know, plink, plink, plink with her bow. And just, you know, she stays out of aggro. And she can stay alive and then she can just res you. But of course that doesn't really help me on this character. Because she's got to be alive. Because I've got to always stay alive.
Jesper's last report says he went off to steal a potion from a coven of witches, whose lair is at the top of the South Tower.
Okay, so we've got a long way to go, and a short time to get there. And again, optionals. We're gonna do all the optionals to make sure we get our stuff done and we kill things. And I remember I need to, there we go, get some more arrows. Okay, so, oh, they're going for more. What are you guys trying to kill? Yo. I don't know. So we're going upstairs. And we are going to explore. And we are going to find all the optionals. Whether they are present or not.
Guttural chanting echoes down this hallway from the west.
Okay. Tells us it's probably somebody. It's like, oh yeah, one of the sisters of Strahd are here. So she's always here. The music in here is just so damn good. Always get the Arcanists first. Okay. Give me loot! Oh, give me loot! And we're, of course, looking for breakables, as we do on this stream. We are a breakable, friendly stream. By friendly, I mean we shoot them. We blow them up. We make them go bye-bye. Okay. Sometimes a rare pops in there, so... Sometimes. Okay, there won't be anything in the chapel. We will go to the South Guard Tower, though. And we'll do that by going through the audience chamber. Nobody in there. We beat up the maid last time. Okay. Alright, moat time. Let's get her done. Okay, have her cast Greater Vigor, and let's get our moat done. Okay, and 7:34. So yeah, we have a very long way to go and a short time to get there. Okay, we're gonna go eventually go through that door. But for right now, we're gonna kill these dudes again. Again, Breaky's back here. And the dudes to kill to help with the optional. Okay, we got the captain of the guard in here. Okay. Well, we're fighting him now. Yeah, there's no way to get that explosive barrel. Okay. Got some stuff. Okay. I wanted to check something real quick, though. Ask questions first. And I wanted shoot later. That's the skill that I wanted to put on my hotbar. Okay, let's go to the South Tower stairs, and we are going to... We're gonna... Why does it keep doing that? Do I have to actually manually search for it here? We're gonna do the fight with the witches first. And then we'll work our way down through the castle. All the running upstairs.
As you come to the door of the witch's den, you recall the password from Jesper's journal. But them, you whisper, and the wards on the door fade. Many sets of green eyes shine out at you from the darkness. They regard you with a haughty aloofness that only one creature across the many planes has truly mastered. The cat.
Put it back here so I can then yoink. You know what I'm realizing? We are one level away from getting our shield guardian, and I don't know if I can use the owlbear though, because he's level 17. So I would have to wait until I was level 17.
The withered forms of two hags glare at you from across their cauldron. One of them, the taller of the two, gestures for you to speak with her.
Yes, I've returned.
The old witches cackle, then one of them sneers at you.
We know about your little birdies. Baba Lysaga warned us of their spying ways. So we set a trap, and just like that, in he flew.
Face twisting into a gap-toothed grin, the witch continues.
Your little bird flatters now in the dungeons with our eldest. Soon, all its secrets will be ours, and then we'll feast.
Her gaze lingers on
Wow,
you,
we got them
and she licks
fast.
her lips.
Such a little birdie, though, sister. Oh, I think we need more meat for our pot, don't you?
The cauldron's fiery heat abates. These vile crones have uttered their last curses. It is time to search their lair. You find a set of vials, which must be the potions of gaseous form described in the journal. They will allow you entry into the magical tower within the treasury.
Okay, so we have done that. And now we gotta get Jesper out of the dungeons. So now on our way down through the floors, we will stop and kick the 4 remaining Sisters of Strahd. No, you can't harm the kitty cats, nor should you want to. The kitty cats. And you. Okay, we are here. And we need to get to the other part. Hold on, there might be something in here. Oh, this is that side room with the dude, yeah. Alright. Okay, and this is level 4. So we're gonna go to level 3. Because one of the ladies, the Sisters of Strahd, is there. And this is also where the treasury is that we'll go to at the end of the quest. But... And technically you could just finish the quest out right now. By... hitting it up. You know what I also need to do? Is I actually need to use my Sovereign Pot. For the next 3 hours. Alright.
Broken furnishings lie scattered about the room. At the center of the destruction is the smashed remains of a moldering cake. Its sickly sweet smell permeates the wreckage. Something large but unseen suddenly moves through the air, smashing through furniture like it was paper. It is circling you.
And we get that XP, heck yeah. Hello, ladies. so 2 more to go. One's in the dining room on the first floor, and the final one is down in the basement with our were-raven friendo. So, we'll be back. You'll be back. Bum ba bum. Ba da da ba da da ba da ba dum. La da bum ba da bum. Ba da bum ba da ba da 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 bum. Bum 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 ba da bum bum. Bum ba bum ba da ba da ba da bum. Alright, one more down. Are you fighting things downstairs? Oh, we are fighting things downstairs. Okay. Well, we need to kill more dudes anyhow, so why the heck not? All masters guess you'd return any day now. It's them! It's them! Ooh, champion chest as well. Nice. Agile bracers of constitution. Nice. Those will actually be an upgrade, so yay. So let me put those on right now. A few more extra hit points and never hurt nobody. Seeker good. Cold resistance good. Map. Alright. And now we go down to we can go to the basement because there is a chest in the basement that I get to be clever on. So we're gonna go to the Larders of Ill Omens first.
This is the South Tower Stair. Following it all the way to the top should get you close to the lair of the old crones mentioned in Jesper's journal.
Okay. Did I do the South Hall Tower? Oops, game. I might have just made a mess. Well, the game's fine. I made the map do weird shit. Alright, let me put the map back. Oh, the map is bigger. I was trying to scroll through the map itself. Okay, so there's the lower Southgard Tower, which we didn't go to yet. We gotta 100% this. We gotta 100% this. Because there may be another rare optional in that other room. There will definitely be dudes to murder in that room. There's also going to be dudes to murder in the room to get to that room. Wait. You can't get through from here? Oh, man. You have to get to it from the collapsed stairs. Well, we can get to it from the basement as well, so what the hell. We were in the right place anyhow. Yeah! Sari Berry is raiding with a party of 17. Your table awaits. Welcome in. I am Druidsfire, one of the DDO content creators. An all-around awesome person, I might add. Yeah. I like to think of myself as an awesome person. We're here in the Hall of... Well, we're about to enter the Hall of Bones. To go cause a little bit of trouble. What are y'all fighting? Oh, there's rats in here, aren't there? Oh, there's
The
dead
kitchen
dudes.
is rank with the smell of decaying corpses. The cook for this macabre affair is nowhere to be seen.
Got them all. Because we scared Cyrus good last time we were here. I'm just saying. Let me make the map a little bit smaller so I can bring it down and see how the there we go. See how the hires are doing. Make sure nobody's dying. There's the dude in the cellar here, in the wine cellar.
Men's voices, speaking in thick accents, can be heard through the door to the east. One of them, clearly the leader, calls out to you. Come closer, stranger. Join us for a drink.
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink whatever you're offering, buddy boy. Just saying. There's no chest for these dudes, but we do want to call Strahd's forces. Okay, we got the XP for those guys, which is even better. Because that's kind of what I was wanting. Anywho. Alright, so now we're going to do our next fight. I believe there is going to be one here in the Hall of Bones. We do want to go to the guard quarters as well. And I'm already hearing the fight music, so... Always get the casters first, because holy crap. Is that it? Alright. I only have 10 more dudes to kill. That's gonna be nice. Okay. Yeah, there's some dudes to kill in here. This is the place I was looking for last time, and I was like, oh, where are these dudes we gotta kill? Here they are. All done? Take that! See, the Arcanist did a dumb thing by running in first. That's why you should never have your casters to run into danger, because they do dumb things and then they get killed. Okay, so we have completed the optional. Okay, we're gonna come in here.
Nothing stirs within the Chamberlain's quarters as you open the door. The books and records on the walls don't look useful, but there is a chest in the corner.
Cross heart, do the thing. Get the loot. Fight the bad guys. Okay, we'll walk around these. Disable this. Okay, so done with everything in here. And now we're actually going to use the collapsed stairway down here to go up a level, so we can go look at the lower Southgard Tower to see if there's an optional dude there. And then we'll go get Jesper out of his predicament. So how was your stream? What were you guys up to today? What were you playing? Also, since you're all here, let's do a points giveaway. Why the hell not? Giveaway, reset. Giveaway, open. Alright, put the word points in chat, just as you see it, without the little air quotes, the scare quotes. Alright. Yeah, Stu, get that! Get in there. Okay, there's no dudes in here this time around. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed. There's nobody to fight, and it's just the mirrors. Now let's go see if the optional dude is over here. Oh, there is. Thank you for the follow, Tally. I appreciate it. Okay, doesn't look like the optional is here. That's unfortunate. Because sometimes there's an undead archer who can appear, and apparently he's nowhere to be found. So now we're gonna go back up to... we gotta go down to the dungeons. So we gotta go... We'll go up a floor, or actually we'll go down a... We climbed up a floor, so we'll go back down a floor. Thank you for the ball. We'll go around the corner and into the other stairwell. And then we'll go down a floor there. Actually, we'll go all the way down to the dungeons. Well, there's only one more floor down anyhow, so whatevs.
Swirling forms of ghostly light drift through this dungeon. Their tormented cries fill you with dread. They seem content to ignore you. For now.
I didn't know we could kill those things. Okay, well, now you know. No, it's not the battle. Alright. There we go. Is that ingenious? Nope. Just tamper bonus. Oh my goodness. Bofford's still hanging out. Awesome, awesome. I don't think there's another one. I think that was all of them. Alright. Now you gotta be careful that you don't actually use your silver key on that door, because if you do, you lock yourself out. So always go to the south door. Otherwise you will mess up your optional.
The old hag turns with a crooked smile as you enter the room. Her raven captive caws, "It's a trap!" And you hear the heavy clank of iron doors behind you. The hag cries out with glee,
My lord, they came for the bell just as you said. Now, make me a vessel of your wrath. Vanquish them through me.
The air becomes smothering, and the old woman's eyes suddenly gleam with a wicked light. She speaks in a voice that is altered terribly. Your request is granted, my son. Now, let us see to our ill-mannered guests.
Get out of here, you burb.
Jesper bobs his
Yay,
feathered head in
optional.
one last gesture of appreciation, then takes flight to find the nearest window.
I think this chest also is one that could potentially do named Lute. And now we get to go all the way upstairs to level 3 in the treasury. So at least the floor numbers, this is floor 1. So it uses American floors versus European floors, because in Europe, the ground floor is like floor 0. It's not the first floor. The first story is actually the first floor above. Here we go. Okay, do we need a shrine? Nah, I think we're fine. I think we'll be fine. And to be honest, our boy Tempest has DB anyway, so I'm just saying. Alright, we're gonna go up here. I'm gonna get this map out of here because I don't need it anymore. Ha 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 ha. Alright. I'm gonna steal your money. I'm gonna steal your money. Doesn't actually matter. I've got more money than I know what to deal with. Come on, little spooters. No spooters? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Game do be lagging a little. Bardic is here. Hi, Bardic. I learned the block. When you see the sword over your head, you hit shift to block. I learned that from doing Fall of Forbidden Temple. Because I would normally run that without dispelling the curses. It was spicy. But when I ran this character through that, we did not do that. I played it safe and dispelled all the curses. Alright, let's have her do group heal first. A little bit of a groupy heal. Okay. Oh, and we have a shrine right here. Ha 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 ha. So everybody use a shrine. Shrine, shrine, everybody shrine. Not that I think it was really that big of a deal. But I think it would be really nice if our boy Drossheart could actually go in there and hit things with his vial. That would be really nice. But I think they're immune to acid, so I don't know how good it would work. Okay. So I'm gonna give, well, I want my bonus to saves, and I want my attack roll thing. I want that. And I'm actually gonna give myself the immunity or the energy resist acid because they do cast acid a lot. Alright, let's go, kids.
You quaff the witch's brew, and you watch as your body evaporates into a fine mist. By strength of will alone, you push yourself through the tiny tower window.
Alright,
and
everybody,
take solid
let's go fight
form
the bad
again
guys.
on the inside. The tower seems to be bigger on the inside somehow.
Time Lord technology.
And as promised, it is filled with treasure. The thud of heavy footsteps coming from above serves as a warning that it does not lack for guards.
There we go. Get the Tomastrad.
This book's pages are brittle with age, and much of it is illegible. But what you can make out suggests the author is none other than Strahd himself. Perhaps your allies back in town can make sense of it.
Dodge and sheltering. Nice. Though these level 4 boots are actually really nice because it has the dusk thing and it has reflex. It has a blue slot on it. Alright, we got our first action point, which is really, really nice. We're going to finish out and then we'll go do our next quest. Does the Potfim... I thought it was Poftim? Discrepancy bug anyone else? Okay, anything fun? More fortification, +4, better cold resistance. The mithril material is probably actually better. 1 category lighter than normal. Max dex bonus. Well, actually, it's not as... That's actually a better piece of armor. Yeah, we'll go with that. And we'll actually wear it. Oh, the DM says it differently than it's spelled in the quest. Honestly, I would attribute that to the quest designer did a typo more than anything else. Alright, let's recall. And then we're going to go to Vaktar House next. And because we're here for the XP, We're going to betray them both. Because you get XP for killing them, betraying them both, but you do not. If you let the Baron live, you get an extra chest of potentially named loot. Which would be nice, but... Alright. Let's go sell our stuff. Repair. Nope. Actually, I'm gonna hang on to the pot of lesser resto. I don't think it's gonna work in the quest though. I think it needs to be an actual resto spell. We'll see. I mean, it has to be like full resto rather than lesser resto. Okay. One thing I do need to do, though, is I need to clear out my bags. Alright. Off we go to Vakter House. I'm gonna step outside, out of town for a few moments, just to murder 5 things to get the Slayer deed to take over. This is definitely a open and dreary landscape. How when I need to actually do a Slayer deed thing and there's nobody around? Oh, criminy sakes. There we go. There's some bad guys. We did it. Excellent. I got us a little bit more XP, and now we can go do our quest here. Tea and intrigue. Let's go. Again, all optionals, except when there's dueling optionals, and you can't do them all. Gem of many facets gives you the combo you require? Okay. Right this way. The Vakter boys. Alright, you keep the Baron distracted.
Lady Vakter and Baron Valakovich are plotting each other's demise. Can you afford to side with the lesser evil? And if so, can you tell which one that is?
Oh no, Brimstone was slain by your Fear Reaper! we've got him. He's going to help us out. He gave us a blue key. I've noticed that both Rana and Jarashart, the two most recent hirelings, both have Night Rebels weapons, like the spectral bow and the spectral dagger. It's actually kind of funny. Alright, let's go find out more about this book club. Hi.
According to Lady Fiona Voctor, this secret passage leads straight to the Baron's manor across the way.
And it's safe to go this time. On the way back, not so much. So we're using the gem of many facets, and we're hoping that would get you the combo that you wanted, and it gave you the combo that you wanted. Heck yeah.
This must be the dungeon under the Baron's manor. It appears he has already taken a couple of prisoners.
Again, why waste my tools when I can have him just open the door? I shot the door. You don't get any points for that? Oh, man. Dungeony. The nice little well at the bottom. You're not supposed to be here. Everybody dead, the maid is asleep now. Kitchen stuff.
A harsh, commanding voice issues from down the hall on the left and reverberates throughout the Baron's manor.
My name is Blueberry. And now the guards are going to be nice to us for a little bit until we kind of make somebody mad. Storm lost? Lydia Petrovna. I don't remember if this character has the ability to use the thing. Or not. We'll find out. These guards didn't get the memo that we're nice. expecting the moat to pop up here pretty soon. Oh man. I hope that piece of music winds up in the 20th anniversary soundtrack that Cordo was talking about.
This chest is filled with dolls, dozens of them. Each bears an unsettling resemblance to Irina Kolyana. The note nailed to the doorframe defiantly reads, "All is not well." As you read it, you hear an odd noise behind this door. The hum and crackle of lightning, then a stifled gasp. This clumsily drawn teleportation circle has one glaring flaw. It's in Barovia. One does not freely leave Barovia by any fashion.
Hey, there's my moat. Let's play with the moat. Alright, she's rough. Alright, we already got her down, so now we just have to deal with her ads. Which is nice. There we go. Nice, nice. Good, good. Alright, let's get our stuff done. There we go. Yep, that's gonna take forever. Shrine, don't really need it.
For a moment, you thought you saw your reflection nod to you. But no, of course it didn't.
Magic mirror on the wall. Summon forth your shade. Night's dark vengeance, heed my call, and wield your murderous blade. You notice he's kind of using the Mistwalker thing. Kill the last person who told you to kill someone before I did. And he murderized the lady of the
Suddenly, a
house.
woman screams, and then the scream is cut short.
And if you go back to the Great Hall, you'll find the lady of the house is quite dead. Like, how do I get away with not taking a murder charge for that? Then again, how are they gonna know I did it if do they know about the mirror? Then again, if I kill all the witnesses, nobody's gonna know about the mirror. You see where this is going, right? Alright, back through the house, and now we gotta be careful. So far the fights have been pretty easy, but now they're about to get spicy. That's not the Great Hall. Because again, we do all the optionals. So we're going to go get all of the dudes, all of the cultists on the way back. It's definitely not going to be as spicy as the run I did on Reaper on my PDK Paladin. But still. Alright, he's down here.
Itzek Strozny falls, the flesh of his deformed arm melting away. What a stir this will cause once the news is known.
Okay. Okay, and actually I'm going to want... There we go, Death Ward Mass. Pick that on, put that on, put that on, put that on. I'm gonna resist all of the things. Cold. Electricity. And of course fire and sonic. Alright, hopefully that'll carry us through for a little bit. I'll let her laugh at us first.
Lady Fiona Wachter cannot contain her smile. What splendid Gulliver fools you turned out to be. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a baron to poison and the buttercups to pin it on.
Now a little bit more fighty stuff. Can breakables matter? That's why.
The books on the shelves here have a range of grim and horrifying titles. The perfect collection for someone who consorts with literal devils.
Oh, Dark Nessus was slain by Living Pool at level 34. No. That's unfortunate. Alright, everybody stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is saddening. Okay, there's a shrine down there. There's also bad guys down there. So we're gonna take out the bad guys first. Don't think there's anybody else down here in the shrine. Nope. Alright, we're gonna clear out the rest of the way. Actually, am I already on Ransack? Yeah, long past Ransack. Okay, and that is currently shut off. Alright, before we go through the door though, I'm going to re-up my buffs. Except I'm going to use the shrine first and then I'll re-up my buffs. So it doesn't actually matter either way. Let everybody use the shrine. And once we're done with the quest, I will do the points giveaway. Exclamation. I'm sorry, not exclamation, anything. Just the word points in chat. No air quotes, no funky business. Alright. Get Death Ward Mask going. Let me get my spell resistances going on again. And Sonic. Okay, the trick here is not to let yourself get overwhelmed. Except we are not in the right spot. Durr. Supposed to go this way. Got them all. See, I got them all. Didn't even need your guys' help, kids. Here's another copy of the blue key. We already had one. Okay, y'all are dead. Gentlemen. I'll leave you there for right now. We'll be back. Shriney McShrine. See, and that's why I wanted my Death Ward mask. I remember these casters would do something that you would need Death Ward for. Trap time.
This gentleman is resting, impeccably dressed with 2 coins. Not only has the dead man been magically preserved, it appears he has been cursed to prevent resurrection as well.
Okay, everybody stand over here.
Alchemical paraphernalia on these shelves hammer your senses with a bouquet of pungent, sordid odors.
Give me the gold key.
The evidence is plain as day, and so very damning that even the town of Olaki would shun her, were it known.
Come on, y'all. We did what we need to do in this room. Now we're gonna roll down the hallway and get all the other rooms.
A young woman's voice pleads from behind. The young woman hisses as she jumps onto her bed. Little kitty doesn't know you. Little kitty doesn't like your smell.
Yeah, you need like a full-on resto pot for this one. And the pot that I have is a lesser resto pot. That doesn't help. Apparently I can only use it on myself anyway, so whatever. So, let me try resto on her again. Yeah, you have to have full-on resto for that. But we completed the optional about getting all of her things anyway, so we don't need her to do all the stuff. So, we already got the optional for all of the evidence. Alas, we can't save her, though. like, is there anybody in here? No, this is just a nice, well-appointed room. Same as with there's like nothing in these rooms except they're just innocent rooms. You go into them, you're looking for a fight, and nope. Alright. Time for the end fight with the boss lady. Let me get my shields going again. Let's get you. Re-up that. Get this. Let me bless myself. Need some night shield. And let's do some fire resist.
Lady Voctor does a double take.
Oh, you made it this far?
Pity.
Lute. Okay, so we're gonna also we're gonna return to the Baron. Hello, Strahd. And we're gonna kick his butt. Which is sad, which means we're not gonna get any named loot. Because, well, he has one chest, but there's another chest that can drop named loot if you don't kick his patootie. Gentlemen, I suggest you take a hike. Bad doggo.
The lady and the Baron lie undone by one another's schemes, and rightly so. But an uneasy sense of doubt creeps over you. What monster or lunatic will come forth to rule Vallaki now?
Well, it's not my problem, is it? Oh, I did get a named item. It's not for me, but it is a named item. So that's kind of neat. We thwarted all their plans. Warrior's Boots of Jump. Well, I have Jump as a spell, so I don't really need that. No. Constitution 6 would be nice, but eh. Let's go back to the pub. See what the mail is all about. And then we will do the giveaway again. Put the word points in chat if you want to be entered into a drawing for 100 DDO points. Go grab my file of points codes. Right there it is. And this guy, his multi-box has just been standing there this entire time. I hate traps. Love it. Save the named item. Get rid of all the rest of the crap. Alright. Go to the mailbox. I got points, and I'm eligible to be noted. Alright. Delete the mail. It's almost junk mail. Hi. I got a feat. La da 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 da. +2 saves versus the undead. Alright. Want to do the giveaway, giveaway, giveaway. Let's do one the giveaway. And let me go to this window. Giveaway close. 8 of you have entered the drawing. Giveaway. Draw. Fafford! Yeah! How about that? Alright, let me get you a whisper of your latest acquisition. And I bet there's somebody out there who's just like farming every single DDO streamer's stream. Just hunting for points codes the whole time. Alright. Alright, users in chat. Click on you. Whisper, 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 whisper. Oop. There you go. Okay. Well, we're just about out of time. I think what I can do is I can probably go out into the wilderness and kill a few more things. Because I can't... There's only like, I don't know, less than 10 minutes left, and I don't do quests that fast. And the next quest, of course, is Amber Temple, and that's going to take 5 years. So we'll start with that next time. Also, let me use my action points. My action points, of which I have 2. 2, so. Let me take a look at the build. This is a build. This is a build. It's a build. It's a build. Put this over there. Yeah, especially for me because I do the entire damn thing. And on this character, I won't be able to do the golem optional because that's artificers only, and I'm getting my trapping abilities from being a dark hunter. So I do have a couple levels of rogue in there, but it's not the same. It wants artificer specifically. Alright, go back to the build druid. Go back to the build druid. Okay. Greater Law. So it recommends Greater Law. And then it goes to Inquisition style, which I've already chosen. Because plus 5% double shot's hot. And then I already have the 4th core. I could actually pick up the intelligence, or I could pick up... Basically, any one of these 3 is where I would want to go. So, +1 in Bew dice, intelligence, or... I think I'll actually just go with Crossbow Adept. Even though this is like the last one of these before you start hitting your tier 5s. Because once I get 30 points in this tree, which actually I will before I ding if I put my next point here. Yeah, if I... Oh, man. Yep. Alright, we'll do that. Accept that, close that. And let's go slay a few things out in the hallway here. And get my hires back so they can help me slay things. And I think there's a couple of journals nearby as well. And they will help my leveling process as well. Alright. Let's go this way out of town, because I think one of them is, like, real close to the border of town. Y'all are fighting over here. Why? Why are you fighting? Oh, it's right here. Hi.
From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others. A rare beauty, who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine.
You're a possessive prick is what you are, Strahd. This is why I could say things on my own channel I could never say on DDO stream. Because let's face it, Strahd is a bit of a prick. Sometimes a couple of the bass notes kind of, just a couple of them remind me of the theme tune to Fraggle Rock. Oh hey, we got a green moat. So it ain't gonna be worth much, but a moat is a moat is a moat. So we're gonna hit the moat. Wow, green motes are like my loot hadn't even gone back off of cooldown. We're that fast in killing the results. And we didn't get much for it because it's a green mote, but still a mote is a mote is a mote. Oh no, it says I'm too high level to extract essence through the lantern there. Well, then I'm not so mad. If it had been a purple mote, I would have been salty as hell. I see some Champlin mounds. I see a name. Go on, big boy. There we go. So, my character being a level 14, I'm almost ready to start Mists of Ravenloft. I'm not actually looking for, like, any of the wilderness rares or anything specific. I'm just running around just murdering things. I'm gonna hit the 200 Slayer mark and then we'll call it at that point. That shouldn't take too long. We're already at 148. We just have to find more dudes to murderize. And I still marvel at the vast scale of the Barovian wilderness here, because it is freaking-enormous. And I also remember that this was built before mounts came to the game. Because mounts didn't come into the game until, what, Keep on the Borderlands? Now, it's entirely possible that when Standing Stone made this, there's a bear in the tree. It's entirely possible that when they built this, they knew that mounts were coming to the game, And it wasn't that big of a deal for them. Or they figured, well, mods are coming soon enough that, okay, there's some XP. I'm all about that. What was that for? It must have been for a Slayer deed. A monster manual thing. That was like 13,599 XP. Why am I not hitting you? Finally. Hi guys. You got a question for me? Well, I got a question for these guys over here first. Okay, there we go. We got our third action point. We'll get these vines over here since I saw them. That'll help us on our way. Alright. Let's get out of here. So, next time, which is probably going to be Thursday, I have class tomorrow night and Wednesday night. So, Thursday I'll be back. I would also like to point out that next week, my stream schedule is going to be a little bit weird because I'll be facilitating an academic conference that's happening in Australia. I don't get to go to Australia, but I get to facilitate. And that is going to be next weekend, not this upcoming weekend, but next week's weekend. And that'll be on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Actually, it might be 23rd, 24th, 25th. We'll figure it out. It may impact both my Lotro and DDO streams. I need to find out when the schedule of the events are for this thingy. And then I'll know what I can do. Because basically, I can't stream while my computer is busy running the Zoom call. As much as it would be kind of amusing for y'all to listen to the papers that people give at our presentation, at our moots, but you ain't paying for it, so you don't get to listen to it. So that's how it rolls. It's a paid event, so anyhow, thanks for being here, and I will be back on Thursday. Deflecting belt of false life. Spell system false life. No, I like my stabilized belt of swim because, yeah, I do like my life sealed. What's the difference between life sealed and death block? I get the same icon up here, so I guess it's the same. I don't know. Anywho, I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Goodbye. Good night, sweetheart. Let me turn this on and hit the button.